All right. I think I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. The computer crashed. It fucked everything up. I couldn't recover the other stream. It fucked up. I don't know if it's related to the Windows update. I'm not going to point any fingers on anything on that one. That was my computer shit the bed. That's all there is to it. Yeah, my computer shit the bed. So, we were doing something here and we never got anything done because it fucked off on us. So we're just going to grab our text. And this is venturing forth. Uh, 62. Anchor this bitch in the middle. Do you know what that means, Mr. Anchor? Okay. Add an animation. Warning. Load. Warning. And we should be good. I think the chat on my other side's dead. I should have redirected people, but whatever, fuck it. It's not a big deal. We're gonna load this up. EU in there. 0. There we go. I want to just get rid of all the animations. So I think it should be fine by default. And then we just go into our graph here. Add custom event. And we're just going to call this load warning. Event. Play animation. Call it active. And then we just go in here. Find our beloved animation. And then we want to come in here, add custom event, load warning. Deactivate. Stop. Animation. And that's it. Compile and save. That should just work. And then we just want to go back to the war table here. And as we begin the overlap of this load box here, we need to make sure we stop that thing. So we're going to go in here and do load warning. Sorry, we need to get crosshair ref. Load. Deactivate. So as we enter the load level, we need to make sure we kill it. And then we also want to go into our, oopsie daisy. Blueprints UI. Start screen. We just got a new game section here, right? So go to our graph. Open level. My name. In here. So we want to go into here. So we're going to get rid of the load warning here. And we just want to look at the start screen here. None of that matters. We just want to open level. I think is the only thing we care about here. So we're just going to open level. My name. Promote to variable. And we're just going to call this chosen level. Like so. Okay. So basically, that's good with that. Then we want to do our warning box here. And we want two systems here. We want a begin and we want an end overlap. All of this can go here. Like that. And then this. Load warning. So there you go. That should be good. Now we need to add a variable. And this should be... or do we already have it here? We have it here, sorry. We're going to call this one level. Selected. And we're just going to add a variable here, or we're going to add custom event level selected. Oh, come on. Change level event. It has an error. Why the fuck do you have an error? Oh, you don't anymore. Okay. So upon this, we're going to grab this. And we want to just do a switch on level. Right there. Base level we're going to ignore because we don't need it for this. But we do have this. So we're going to set chosen level. Level _1. _02. I think that's right. No, it isn't. Okay. Make sure you spell it exactly like this, or else it doesn't work. So it's level 001. Because for some reason I thought I would have more than 10 levels in my game. That's really silly of me, isn't it? Level 002. Okay, so that's that. Effectively. Now, these other things we're not going to plug in because we don't have them really set up yet. But now that we have this here, this is kind of basically the code. We take whatever selected level we have, and then we change it to the new chosen level. And then when we walk through that volume, it will load us into that level. But we need to interact with the world map. So... how do we do that? Well, it's kind of like how we did how we did the combat trigger. Where we got this stuff here. So we need to make sure that this war table has the proper interface, which is interaction. And then we want to add this interface here, identify interaction. Implement event. Let me just look at this. So interact text and it's part of the crosshair reference. So we're just going to grab our crosshair reference. And then we want to just set interact text. And this thing is called I don't know, plan venture? Plan venture, sure. Let's do that. Sounds a little bit better than level select, right? It sounds a little bit more immersive. So plan venture. And then on interact, we need to load up the menu. So we're going to come in here, promote to variable, just so that we have that, because I think we did the same thing there. And then we want to create a widget. So we're going to create widget. This is the world map. In this world map, we do want to get promote to variable. Call this map menu reference. Level 7, we should. We're very close. Map menu. And then here in the map ourselves, we actually want to get a reference to self, and we want to create a variable. So we're going to go back into our map menu here, into this graph here, add another variable. This is going to be an object type. And we just want to search for war table. And just call this war table reference. Just so that we have that, so we can access that blueprint. So that we can just go in here, get a reference to self, and set war table reference. Like that. So now we have access to that blueprint information, which is going to be very, very important. The next step is to forget all that. We want to add it to the viewport. We want to do all of this. Like that. And basically what we're doing here is just loading the menu in. And then what we can do here if I'm correct. Yeah. We need to activate the menu. So we go to our war table here. Our world map here, and we don't have any events. So we're going to go in here, and we're just going to add event. Oh, add custom event, sorry. We're going to call this map menu on And then add custom event. Off. Basically what we want to do here is tell the thing to turn on and off. So we have that by just doing a play animation. This is all just spawning. Arena settings menu. Do we have that? We don't. Let's open that up. Yeah, we want to basically copy this whole thing here. Like that. In the war table. Like so. The only difference is, instead of using the other thing, we want to get map menu. Because that one was referencing the arena settings, which we don't want to adjust arena settings, we want to adjust our map menu. We want to make sure we close all that stuff off, and then we can just go into our world map here. And we're just going to play animation forward. And then we're just going to get our animation, which is main menu fade in and out. Like that. And then when you're turning the menu off, what is the animation time? Let's take a quick look. It's 50 seconds, or 50 frames, half a second. So then we just play animation. Reverse. Just yank that guy there. And then just delay. And then half a second. And then we want to deactivate menu. So to deactivate this thing, we need to get a reference to the war table, which we should have because we created it. So we're just going to go into the war table reference and then deactivate menu. Like such. That should pretty much be it in terms of turning the map on and off. So now we need to go, what happens if we click on a button? So we only have 2 buttons that work. The other buttons are disabled. We've disabled them. So there's only 2 buttons that work. So we can go to Slaver's Bay here and then just on clicked. What we're going to do here is get war table reference. And we want to set level to level 1. And then from here, we also want to do a change level event. Like that. Okay, and then we want to do the same thing with the curse wood on clicked. Bring that over here. Compile and save. So now it will change to level 2. Do the level change event, but we also want to close. So we're just going to go ahead and do map menu off. So anytime you select something, the menu closes because it got the information it needs from you. Doesn't need anything else. That should be fine there. Yeah, I don't know what else we need to do, guys. Go to the war table here and just make sure these are all visible. That way we can change these properly. And maybe like the location value. Show the 3D widgets. That way we can actually grab it in the game and tweak it. So, if I were to come in here, this is a static mesh, it shouldn't exist. And war table. There we go. On this war table, let's change the bounds of the warning box here to 200 by 200 by 100. Are we seeing a box? It's right there. Okay. So we want to make this 200. Warning box location. 50. 80. 150. Okay. So this is going to be a giant frickin' volume, right? So we want this bounds to be 5,000. Is that wide enough bounds? Not quite. 12,000. That's a little too big. And the y-axis can be 6,000. 800. It's fine there. Now, that's the wrong box. There's our warning box. I think that exceeds the level. It's got to exceed the level limit. Could be a little wider. Okay. And then we can just copy these bounds here and put them into the load box bounds. And we just want to have just a tiny little bit of overlap like that. And effectively, that should work. That should work. Okay. Open this up again. This should be a static. And the only thing left to do is really to play test it. So let's go. So here we are. We're in our tent. And it doesn't work. Okay, so why doesn't this work? There's a couple of ugly things happening here. We'll see. Yeah, this thing really doesn't like. It's something to do with the dither. I think that fixed it. We'll see. Yeah, no more weird shit. It was the dither effect. The dither effect was breaking it. Alright. That's fine. Let the lighting bake and it will be good. Once the lighting's done, we'll test it out. We'll see how well this works. But it should theoretically work. The only thing I don't know about is I don't have a box. So I don't know how that's going to traverse between buttons. So we'll find out. We don't have a collision. Plan venture. Look at that, guys. So now we can pick either area that we can go to. Let's go to Slaver's Bay. Now we get the venturing forth warning. Are we still live? We're still live. It's going. It's not dead. But it definitely did not like that. Okay. So we need to think of a way to smooth that out. Because the menu works. Sort of. There's a couple of things to tweak, but for the most part, it works really good. It did not like loading a level. But I would say we got farther along than I expected. I will say that much. We got farther along than I expected. I'm just gonna turn off. I'm gonna go to the buttons here. And on pressed. I'm just gonna fix this. Because that little circle stayed longer than the map. which isn't acceptable. So I just want to fix that. All right. What's next? So we just need to think of a way when we enter that territory to load the level smoother. I just don't know what that is or what that looks like. Also, let's go into this. Let's go into materials here. Right here. Let's try the waxy stuff. Instances. I hate that noise so much. It's driving me up the wall. So we're going to get rid of that. By getting rid of this and typing in waxy material. Because I know it's dithering artifact. That's what's causing it. Okay. So now that that's fixed, that tiny nuisance is fixed. We need a more efficient way to open a level. So that's actually kind of cool that you can do that. But open level crash. Unreal or open level. Crash. I might need to like load into another level. Someone said put a delay on it. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try. We'll test it out. So we got the war table. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Nope. I have some consultants that should be able to figure that out for me or give me a hint as to what's going wrong. And I think it just doesn't like transitioning from one area to the other. I know I've loaded the level through the main menu before, but I need to load the level through this system. So what I might need to do is load another level, like a loading screen, and then go from there. But in the meantime, we need to fix this menu shit. But yeah, I think we need to like create a loading screen. I think that's what I need to do is create a loading screen. But here, I want to just do a... Actually, what is the circle? What is the render opacity right now? Set to 1, so we'll just set our render opacity 0.5 to 0 or something. Fade out. Circle. Just grab all the buttons. Set their opacity to 0.5. And then over a quarter of a second, 0. compile and save. Go to the graph here. And just fade out circle. Play animation. And then for each and every one of these, we'll just keep adding to this pile. And it should be fine. So yeah, I think we need to make like a loading screen level or something. Let's see here.
You're probably used to loading in levels a little something.
I'm just watching a video quick. So he's got a bunch of levels loaded at the same time. That's not really what we want to do. So for him, he creates just a loading screen widget. Do it in here. Call this loading underscore screen. And we just want to start. Hold on a sec, guys. Smoke. Smoke effect main menu. So basically, we just create a widget. Load screen. And then we got to add to viewport. So we're going to go in here. Add to viewport. And then we also want to do a circular throbber. What does period do? It's the time it goes. So we could make that into something cool if we wanted to. But we'll just do that for now. I don't know if this is going to fix anything. But we'll test it out. Let's make sure we save everything, so we don't break anything. Travel failure, invalid URL. Oh, shit. What do you think? Ah. They're supposed to be... Hold on a second. Something ain't right here. So this works. That works. That doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, why doesn't the smoke effect work? Yeah, so that is working. Travel failure, invalid URL. Let's go back to the base level. And let's open this up. Chosen level. That's why its default value is nothing. So we're going to go level 1. File and save. Play. Save all. Just make sure we're set, right? Yeah, so we got the loading screen, but it crashed. No, it didn't. Okay, so it does work. This does work. It's just... It does work. It just doesn't load that awesome. So I'm wondering if I should load into a blank level first and then load into the other level. Like a transition level. I'll talk to Tyrion about that one. But this works pretty well. And it will probably load better outside of the editor. We're also playing in the editor, which runs like shit. That's a way to make sure that this thing runs like shit. So, that's another thing we can fix. But it works. So let's try loading up level 2. That might be even easier because there's a lot less going on in level 2. We'll build the lighting and then we'll test level 2, and that should work. I think that will look really good, actually. All right. Let's test level 2 real quick. Let's save everything, and then we'll test level 2. If it loads better, I'll use that as my example. That looks really good. So this thing just freezes as it loads in. But it does load in. But it works. I just need to figure out a way to deal with the freezing, which I will send to Tyrion, Dusk, and Better Days, who are on Element server, who work with Unreal Engine. Kind of figure out a way to smooth out this loading process so that it can load a little bit more efficiently. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm excited, guys, because this is all working as intended and went pretty smooth, actually. I didn't think we'd get this far today. And it seems like everything just kind of works. It just, we got hit with freezing, and it was just loading, and I think I panicked and I made it kill itself. I think it worked from the get-go. It's just, it just kind of hiccups a little bit. So I'm wondering if I load it into another level that's empty, has nothing going on, and then load it into that level, if it would be a little smoother. So I'll have to consult Tyrion about that. But so far, so good. So great way to wrap up the day. Let's see if we can raid someone. We do have another stream later with Vlad, who was in the chat. But we'll pick somebody here. We'll do Airconda. Airconda's good. And it worked. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. We're going to be doing a stream, I think, at 9. Does Vlad confirm that it's 9? Yeah, we're all presuming it's 9. So expect 9. If it's earlier than that, I will stream earlier and catch none of you by surprise, because you'll probably not catch the notification. So it won't be a surprise or anything. You'll just miss it. So see ya. And have fun.